Welcome to my channel, The Spoiler Zone, your ultimate destination for in-depth analysis and captivating breakdowns of your favorite animated film. Today I am going to explain the animated film Toy Story 2. Alert: this video contains spoilers. Toy Story 2 is a 1999 American animated adventure comedy film produced by Pixar Animation Studios for Walt Disney Pictures. The second installment in the Toy Story franchise and the sequel to Toy Story, 1995, it was directed by John Lasseter, co-directed by Ash Brannon and Lee Unkrich, and produced by Helene Plotkin and Karen Robert Jackson, from a screenplay written by Andrew Stanton, Rita Seow, Doug Chamberlain, and Chris Webb, and a story conceived by Lasseter, Stanton, Brannon, and Pete Docter. In the film, Woody is stolen by a toy collector, prompting Buzz Lightyear and his friends to rescue him, but Woody is then tempted by the idea of immortality in a museum. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Don Rickles, Jim Varney, Wallace Shawn, John Ratzenberger, Annie Potts, R. Lee Ermey, John Morris, and Laurie Metcalf reprise their roles from the first Toy Story film, and they are joined by Joan Cusack, Kelsey Grammer, Estelle Harris, Wayne Knight, and Jodie Benson, who play the new characters introduced in this film. This is the last Toy Story film to feature Varney as the voice of Slinky Dog before his death the following year. Disney initially envisioned Toy Story 2 as a direct-to-video sequel. The film began production in a building separated from Pixar, on a small scale, as most of the main Pixar staff were busy working on A Bug's Life, 1998. When story reels proved promising, Disney upgraded the film to a theatrical release, but Pixar was unhappy with the film's quality. Lasseter and the story team redeveloped the entire plot in one weekend. Although most Pixar features take years to develop, the established release date could not be moved, and the production schedule for Toy Story 2 was compressed into 9 months. Despite production struggles, Toy Story 2 opened on November 24, 1999, to a successful box office, eventually grossing over $487 million and received widespread critical acclaim from critics and audiences, with a 100% rating on the website Rotten Tomatoes, like its predecessor. It is considered by critics to be one of the few sequel films superior to the original and is frequently featured on lists of the greatest animated films ever made. Toy Story 2 would go on to become the third highest grossing film of 1999, behind Star Wars, Episode I, The Phantom Menace and The Sixth Sense. Among its accolades, the film won Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy at the 57th Golden Globe Awards. The film has seen multiple home media releases and a theatrical 3D re-release in 2009 as part of a double feature with the first film, 10 years after its initial release. Another sequel, Toy Story 3, was released in 2010. Toy Story 2, released in 1999, continues the adventures of Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and their toy friends. The film opens with a thrilling action sequence featuring Buzz Lightyear on a mission to rescue his friend Woody, who has been kidnapped by the evil toy collector Al McQuiggan. However, it's soon revealed that this is just a fantasy sequence from a TV show called Woody's Roundup, and the real toys are watching it at Andy's house. Meanwhile, Woody is accidentally torn when Andy's arm rips during playtime. Feeling rejected and abandoned, Woody is placed on a shelf and left behind when Andy goes to summer camp. During a yard sale, Woody is stolen by Al, the owner of AL's toy barn, who plans to sell Woody along with other valuable toys from the Woody's Roundup collection to a museum in Japan. At AL's apartment, Woody meets other toys from the Woody's Roundup show, Jessie the Cowgirl, Bullseye the Horse, and Stinky Pete the Prospector. They initially welcome Woody, believing he will join them in being displayed in the museum. However, Woody is determined to return to Andy and initially rejects the idea of being a museum piece. Back at Andy's house, Buzz and the other toys discover that Woody has been kidnapped. They embark on a mission to rescue him, traveling to AL's toy barn to find him. Along the way, they encounter new toys, including Barbie and a utility belt Buzz Lightyear toy. Meanwhile, Woody learns about his history as a beloved toy from the 1950s TV show, Woody's Roundup, and begins to consider the possibility of being immortalized in a museum. However, Jessie shares her traumatic experience of being abandoned by her owner, Emily, which makes Woody realize the importance of being loved by a child. Buzz and the other toys eventually locate Woody at AL's apartment and attempt to rescue him. However, Woody is torn between returning to Andy and staying with his newfound friends. Stinky Pete, fearing that Woody's departure will prevent them from being displayed in the museum, prevents Woody and the others from leaving. In the climax of the film, Woody makes the selfless decision to return to Andy, realizing that his place is with the boy who loves and cherishes him. With the help of his friends, Woody manages to escape from AL's apartment and reunite with Andy just before he leaves for college. The film ends with Andy repairing Woody and expressing his continued love for his favorite toy. The toys celebrate their reunion and look forward to many more adventures together. Toy Story 2 explores themes of loyalty, friendship, and the importance of cherishing childhood memories. It's a heartwarming and adventurous tale that captivated audiences and further solidified Pixar's reputation for creating emotionally resonant animated films. What I understand from the movie is, Toy Story 2 offers valuable lessons about friendship, identity, resilience, and the importance of embracing life's challenges with courage and optimism. It's a heartwarming and inspiring story that resonates with audiences of all ages. Subscribe for more videos like this and thank you for watching.